Hello my beautiful people, welcome to your weekly general taroscope with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. So remember, these are general messages. This is like the general overview or overarching energy, and it's kind of for everybody, which is why it's called a weekly general. But sometimes world events come up here. Sometimes it's about the microcosm. Sometimes it's about the macrocosm. It's just kind of what comes up, and it's the general trends, energies and themes. And I always put an intuitive message in there. So before I even start the reading, before I even start recording, actually, I'll go off into my intuition and I will say, right, what is the message for the week that everybody needs to know? And so this week, the words that I've got, or the words that I've translated from the vision that I got was, don't let someone hijack your vision, or your quest rather. So the reason being is, at first I saw a knight, and then I saw another knight, and they were kind of battling, and then it was like they went off on this journey together, and something or someone stepped out, and it was kind of like they usurped the journey or the quest, and it was like, no, we're not doing this anymore. And it's like everybody was kind of like, oh, okay, so we just give up on what the original mission is. This week, whatever it is that you have planned for yourself, whatever it is that you have planned for your life, whatever it is that you've decided to do with your life or for yourself, the message for me was really clear. Don't let someone else hijack your vision. You probably can't see that because today my writing was especially bad. It's usually bad, but today it was especially bad. So, you know, whatever it is that you're trying to do in your life this week, don't let someone hijack your quest or your vision. Stay true to the goal or the mission that you have for yourself, that you have decided you are working on or moving towards. For your destiny card this week, we have the Chariot card, right? So this says that whatever it is that you are working towards, whatever it is that you're deciding to do, this is good news. This suggests that there is success, that there is a personal victory behind this, that there is a powerful energy behind you right now that is spurring you on to reach your goal, to meet your destination, to go after something. Obviously, you have to consider what happens once you get this thing that you've been working so hard on or towards or for. You know, everything has an aftercare attached to it, right? So just something to consider. But whatever your goal, your mission, your quest or your vision is, the Destiny card is basically saying it can and will be you know, provided for you. Now, the other thing with this as well, remember this is, you know, for everybody in some way, shape or form. And your Chariot card can also be about where you understand how you get in your own way and how you balance your own lights with your own shadows. For your direction cards, you have the Seven of Pentacles. So whatever it is that you've been working on or towards, it looks like you've been doing this for quite some time. This could be the realization of a big dream. This could be you literally working on something that you have put your time, energy and investment into. And then look at this. So we've got the Three of Swords. So for those of you that have put a lot of time, effort and energy into a job, into a profession, into a career, something about that this week is either going to need to evolve or it's being let go of. For some of you, a job could be ending this week. For some of you, you could be handing in your notice this week. On a wider world stage, I think we are probably going to see something take place in the banking sector yet again. I will say as well, I do kind of feel that there's going to be some fluctuations within the stocks and shares markets, and I kind of feel like we're going to see another crypto spike as well. Not a bull run, not just yet. It will come, but it will be slightly later, and you want to make sure that you've got a good exit strategy for that, and as soon as possible. On another note as well, remember these cards are about how you utilize this victorious Chariot kind of energy. One of those ways is to do the work, right? That's the message this week. Whatever comes up, do the work, because in that is the result or the answer that you're hoping for. All right, and then for the insight cards, we have the Five of Cups with the Queen of Cups with the Ace of Pentacles. So the first thing that I see is this Five of Cups, and the message here, especially with the Chariot card, something about the way that you approach things, some old defense mechanism, some old way of doing things, some old understanding needs to be released. It needs to be let go of. It needs to be phased out. And the reason being is the Five of Cups always says to you, okay, this has come to an end, but something is always left behind, right? And this week, the message for this, what's going on behind the scenes, what's bubbling up from within, is that there is something about you or your approach to things that needs to be adjusted or adapted, or quite frankly, just let go of. We can see that energy twice as well, because you've got the Three of Swords there, right, which is removal of something completely, and then you've got the Five of Cups, which is the energy of mourning something that has been released from our lives. Then you've got the Queen of Cups, right? This is really asking all of us in some way, shape or form to consider self-care to the extreme. This week, right, you have to really look after yourself, right? And then obviously, because this is right underneath the Chariot card, that could be a Cancerian person, or it could be the mother or the wife. You know, the Queen of Cups is the archetypal mother and wife to me. She usually represents that person. Now, this isn't to say like everybody's going to lose their mothers. It's not that at all. It's really an understanding of where you've been neglecting your self-care, where it is that maybe you haven't nurtured or nourished your own dreams, desires and goals as much as you have everything or everyone else's. This week, it really does feel very personal, right? The intuitive message was, don't let somebody else hijack your quest, right? Whatever your quest is, if it's for a new job, if it's for a better body, if it's for the relationship that you want, if it's buying a home, if it's selling a car, if it's getting a new job, whatever your goal or your quest or your mission or vision is, don't let someone else's wants, needs and desires get in the way of that. And this isn't about, you know, oh yeah, screw everyone else, I'm just going after what I want. It's not that. If you're in that energy, you've already missed the point. It's about saying, I have given enough. It's about knowing where you've given enough service, where you've been enough for others, and now you need to replenish or refill your own cup before you fill somebody else's. Or as a friend of mine likes to say, put your own damn mask on before you tell somebody else to put theirs on. You know, like in a plane, they always say to you, like, put your own face air mask thingy on before you try to fit somebody else's. This is akin to the kind of Good Samaritan energy, you know, being that wounded healer. That's no good for anybody, because eventually, especially when it comes to energetic healing, you may pass that wound on. Why not just spend the time to heal yourself first so that you can go on to be better for everybody that you come into contact with? This is going to be a very interesting week, and I'll be intrigued to see how it plays out for everybody on a personal level. On the wider world stage, one way that we could probably see this play out, I think, yeah, I almost get the sense that we're maybe a very public female figure is going to feature in the news this week, and it might be, you know, it may be because she either says something controversial or she experiences something that everybody kind of feels like, wow, you know what, I wish I could help this person in some way, shape or form. I do feel like this might be another layer of information that comes to light. Maybe, you know, it could be something like the Free Britney thing. It could definitely be a development in that kind of area, but I do feel like it's going to be a revelation of some sort to everybody. So whatever comes up this week, just be ready and prepared, because you may not necessarily be ready or prepared for what it is that you hear. Anyway, with that said, all in all, you have your path, you have your mission, your goals, should you choose to accept it. I truly hope this helps you in some way, shape or form, as I do every week for everybody, everywhere. And I really hope that you enjoyed it. And yes, we're going back to the original format. I had so many complaints about what I tried to do last week. Everybody was like, no, you know, I got emails from people, I got text messages from people, I got all kind. It was just really crazy. And I was like, okay, you know, it's nice that everybody loves what I do, but they're clearly not feeling some of the changes that I'm trying to make. So that's fine. We will find other ways to implement other things. With that said, have an amazing week, and I will see you soon. Take care.